Hello, and welcome back to the EnterpriseJoy podcast, Enterprise Strategies for Leaders in Under 5 Minutes. I'm Vishal, your mover and shaker of turning trust from a nice-sounding value into an actual organizational capability that drives performance. That's right, this week we'll be building trust as an organizational capability because trust is an economic driver. In his book, The Speed of Trust, Stephen M. R. Covey called trust as the hidden variable of performance, asserting that it is the most overlooked, misunderstood, and underutilized asset for enabling performance. When trust goes up, speed goes up, and cost goes down. Studies have found that teams with higher trust consistently outperform those without it. And Dirks and Ferrin have shown the same for leaders. Employees who trust their leaders work harder, commit deeper, and show stronger citizenship behaviors. So, what are we really talking about when we say trust? One model by Myers, Davis, and Schumann contributes to the understanding of trust based on perceived ability, benevolence, and integrity functions in a network. Trust is usually compounded when three conditions align. 1. I believe you have the capability to do what you promised. That's the ability. 2. You won't intentionally harm me. That's benevolence. And 3. You will act according to principles I accept. That's integrity. And beyond these, trust shows up in everyday in psychological safety, or how safe people feel to speak. And that's why this week we will be treating trust as a system you can measure, design, and scale. So here's our roadmap for this week. Tomorrow we'll talk about measurement, because if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. We'll borrow from the ABI model of trustworthiness and few simple trust inventories that can give you a baseline pulse on how your organization really feels. On Tuesday, we'll break that down into behaviors as specific leadership habits. Research shows that trust builds fastest when leaders are consistent across three things: authenticity, logic, and empathy. We'll see what that looks like in action. Wednesday will be about connecting trust to outcomes. Higher trust means lower turnover, stronger engagement, and sharper performance. And we look at those studies, but also at what it means practically for team and business leaders, especially under pressure. On Thursday, we'll make trust operational: the rituals, the routines, and the systems that create predictability. Decision logs, blameless postmortems, clear working agreements, all operating system choices to reduce friction and build reliability. Friday, we'll zoom out because trust conversations are not just internal. In the current state of affairs, customers, regulators, and even the public are watching how we use data and AI. Deloitte's findings show organizations with stronger AI governance also report higher adoption and faster ROI. We'll discuss what it takes to make external trust part of our growth strategy. And finally, on Saturday, we'll wrap up by building a trust operating system, a simple one-page toolkit blending metrics, behaviors, and routines into something reviewable by your leadership team. And that's our upcoming week. And I want to leave you with this thought that trust is not about perfection. It's more about predictability. When people can reliably expect your ability, your integrity, and your care, they move faster, argue better, and recover stronger. That predictability is a strategy asset expected by almost every client that I have ever spoken with. So here's your Sunday action. Take a blank page and write down two lists. On the left, your trust accelerators, the three behaviors you know strengthen confidence in you and your organization. And on the right, your trust breakers, two recurring habits or patterns that quietly take away your credibility. And keep it visible throughout this week and notice what changes when you act with intent. And if you have got a story, maybe a trust breakthrough or even a breach you learned from, write to me on podcast@enterprisejoy.com. I would love to bring real-world stories into this conversation. That's where I leave you today. I'm Vishal, and you were listening to the Enterprise Joy podcast, Enterprise Strategies for Leaders in Under 5 Minutes. Write your accelerators and breakers today. I'll see you tomorrow.